Hi there everyone, this is Amrit from Acquire, and today I'm going to walk you through how to do co-browsing with your customers who start conversations with one of your agents. Now, co-browsing works there's two ways to do co-browsing. One is they can start directly from the chat messenger, and the other version is when the agent and the customer are most likely on the phone and the agent is looking to take over the customer screen whilst being on the phone. So I'll run through both these scenarios and also a few co-browse settings that we have. To jump right into this now, I will start from the customer side and start a new conversation. And as you can see, the conversation has come in, and I will go ahead and click answer chat. Co-browsing can only be initiated from the agent side, and you'll see this visible on the top right here, co-browsing. So once I go ahead and click co-browsing, I'll request co-browse from the customer, and once the customer goes ahead and clicks OK, they would like to co-browse, is only then the co-browse is initiated. And with co-browsing, you can see the customer screen, web screen only in real time. So if I go back to the agent side, you will see that the screen has been replicated on the agent side here. And a few tools that we have on the co-browse is drawing. So if I'm an agent and I just try to draw a shape here, and maybe like another one, like so, you'll see this will be visible on the customer side too. The customer can actually also do drawing as well. So if I'm a customer and I want to maybe show something to the agent, I can just draw something like so, and this will be visible to the agent in real time. We can go ahead and also change pages. So if I'm an agent, I'm going to go ahead and just maybe click the pricing page here, and then this will send the customer to the pricing page, and vice versa. This will replicate itself onto the agent side. So if I go to the agent side, the same page would be shown. If I scroll down, the customer's page will also be scrolled down too. If the customer changes the page, for example, if the customer goes ahead and clicks contact, then this page will change on both sides once again. I just have to change it back to mouse. So if I just go to contact, and then the contact page will come up on the customer side like so, and once again this page will replicate itself onto the agent side. This time around, I'm just going to type in something in the name box, and as you can see on the agent side, this has replicated itself in real time. If I'm an agent and I type something here, this will also replicate itself to the customer side as well. Now we do have settings where you can do data masking, where you can stop the agent from typing or changing any pages too. Something that is very different about our co-browsers as well is you can actually co-browse outside the domain. So for example, if I go here and type in, we can go on google.com, and I go ahead and click the send arrow. Now, this works a little bit slower because we're outside of the domain restrictions, but you can send customers to other domains. Now, this can be restricted to, however you decide to set your settings up. This can be restricted to the domain only. So now if I go back to the customer side, you'll see that they're on Google as well. I'm just going to go ahead and click the end the co-browse here and just close the website. And I'm going to go over to settings. I'm going to go over to co-browsing in the widget settings, and here you see a few settings that we have. One is default drawing mode, so that agents can only draw, they cannot click anywhere, they cannot type, they cannot change the pages. We have iframe settings if you have iframes within your website. We also have read only mode, which is they can't really do anything, and we have the co-browse CSS, which is more for the developer side here. One thing I will actually go ahead and turn on if I just head over to widget thing. One thing I will turn on is if I just go over to So here we come over to co-browse in the settings, and here I'm just going to run through a few settings that we have. So we have co-browse only widget, which is a 7-digit number that pops up to the customer. Now this was the use case I had described earlier, which is the agent and the customer on the phone together. and the agent wants to see the customer screen in real time. They don't have to start a conversation at that point in time. We have default drawing mode, so only drawings are allowed and you can't actually change pages or type. We have also read-only mode, which is you can only read what the customer is doing. And we have iframes. If you have iframes in your website, you can also support them too. One thing I'm going to do is go ahead and turn on co-browse only mode and head over to the home page. I'm going to go back over to the acquire.io website. And one thing you will notice is that the widget has changed from a chat widget to a co-browse widget straight away. So for example, if I'm on the phone to a customer now and I say to the customer, I want to be able to see your screen. If you go ahead and click on the widget on the bottom right and send me over your 7-digit number, I'll then be able to connect to your screen and see it in real time. So once you take this number from the customer, the agent would go ahead and copy and paste that number into the top box here in your home section. I'm going to go ahead and click connect. And what this will do is start a co-browse session instantly between the agent and the customer whilst they're on the phone together. Well, I hope you've got a really good in-depth understanding of how our co-browsing works and what you can do with it as well with your customers. Please feel free to watch our other tutorial videos on how you can get the most out of Acquire.